Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Erik Ten Hag has been interviewed for the Manchester United job. Other candidates are going to be interviewed. Erik Ten Hag is the favourite to become Manchester United's next permanent manager. Erik Ten Hag is ready to leave Ajax at the end of this season. Yesterday, Edwin van der Sar said he will not stand in Erik Ten Hag's way if he asks to move to Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag has been the Ajax manager for over 4 years. Ajax appointed him in back in December 2017. His contract at Ajax expires next year. You've got to admire the work he's done at Ajax. He's developed the young players well. He's won some Dutch Cups with them. He's won a couple of Eredivisie titles with them. And revert back to 2019, he got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. Before Ajax, he managed Utrecht. Before then, he managed Bayern Munich's reserves. And before then, he managed Go Ahead Eagles. There's a lot of Manchester United fans that would like to see Erik Ten Hag get recommended in. Now, you know the news regarding Mauricio Pochettino. Yesterday, he said Manchester United may run out of time to appoint Mauricio Pochettino as PSG set the cost. PSG may have to pay 17 million to sack Pochettino. Pochettino wants to stay at PSG. He's been the PSG manager for over a year. I think he's won a French Cup with them. His contract at PSG expires next year. Pochettino is a good manager, even though he's hardly won anything. You know, he's managing the Premier League before, which is beneficial because before PSG, Pochettino endured a 5.5-year managerial tenure with Tottenham. Back in 2018, he got Tottenham to their first ever Champions League final, and at one point he almost won the league when he was Tottenham manager. Before Tottenham, he managed Southampton. He only endured a short managerial tenure with Southampton, but he still managed to guide Southampton to their highest ever finish in the Premier League, and a lot of years ago he managed Espanyol. Revert back to when Manchester United sacked Jose Mourinho. Manchester United should have got Pochettino then, but the club decided to go with Solskjaer instead. Sky Sports News said a couple of days ago that Manchester United have a 4-man shortlist to be the next manager. Thomas Tuchel is not included. Manchester United are looking for the 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. Manchester United have sacked 4 permanent managers since Ferguson. Even though Man United are not really known as a sacking football club. So the managers we sacked since Ferguson, we sacked David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Ralph Rangnick, he's been Manchester United's interim manager for almost 4 months. It initially said that he's Manchester United's interim manager till the end of the season, then he's expected to take up a consultancy role for a further 2 years. But the consultancy role is now in doubt. Rangnick has lost 4 games in all competitions as Manchester United's interim manager. Earlier on this season it said Rangnick wanted the Man United job on a permanent basis. He said not so long ago that Manchester United are considering sacking Ralph Rangnick. You know, there's been good performances under Rangnick. There's also been poor performances as well, but I think he's been totally blameless for the poor performances. You know, the players have had to take responsibility for the poor performances. I've got a lot of respect for Rangnick. I think he's a very good coach. Before Manchester United, Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Rangnick has enjoyed 1 transfer window as Manchester United's interim manager. Unfortunately, Rangnick did not get backed in the January transfer window this year. Man United enjoyed a very disappointing January transfer window because Man United did not make any signings, and we should have let Lingard and Henderson leave, but we blocked their exits. And we had the incident with Mason Greenwood towards the end of January. There again, Man United let around 8 players leave in January. Earlier on this season, Rangnick said his aim for this season is for Manchester United to finish in the top 4. Well, Man United's focus is now finishing in the top 4 because Manchester United cannot win a trophy this season because not so long ago Manchester United got knocked out of the Champions League by Atletico Madrid. Manchester United have not won a trophy for 5 years. That's nowhere near good enough to our standards. In the last 10 years, Manchester United have only won 4 trophies. You know, Man United have not won the Premier League since 2013. And in the last 10 years, Man United have spent over 1.3 billion. The Glazers, they've owned Manchester United for a long time. They've owned Manchester United for around 16.5 years. The Glazers bought Man United for 500 million back in 2005. We've got to get the Glazers out because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Revert back to the other week, it said Old Trafford could be demolished. This is what the Glazers are planning. You know, Man United are looking to upgrade the stadium. Man United have played in the same stadium for 112 years. So basically, Man United are looking to increase the capacity to around 80,000 at the moment. Old Trafford holds around, 75,000. Old Trafford is the second biggest stadium in England. In the summer of this year, I'm expecting Manchester United to make signings. I think in the summer of this year, Man United will sign a midfielder and a striker. On the other side of things, I'm expecting a lot of players to depart the club in the summer. So in the summer, I reckon Dean Henderson will leave. Henderson doesn't get in goal much because revert back to last summer, De Gea reclaimed that number 1 spot back. Henderson has only made 3 appearances this season. I think Man United will look to sell Harry Maguire in the summer. Well, the Manchester Evening News recently said that Man United are prepared to sell Harry Maguire. He's not good enough to represent the club. I can't understand how Harry Maguire is still Manchester United captain. A lot of Manchester United fans have been demanding for the captaincy to be taken off Maguire, but earlier on this season, Rangnick said that Maguire will remain Man United captain until the end of the season. And prior to the City game at the Etihad, it said Harry Maguire was upsetting his teammates in the dressing room. Jones and Bailly, I'm also expecting them to leave this summer because they don't really get in the team. I think Man United will look to sell Wan-Bissaka in the summer. You know, could Man United sell Dalot and Telles in the summer because they've been subjected to a lot of transfer speculation before. Telles and Dalot are our first choice fullbacks under Rangnick. Matic, I think we'll offload him in the summer because he's not one of our first choice midfielders, but despite that, he's still being given his opportunities, and Matic is out of contract in the summer. There's a good chance Paul Pogba will leave Man United in the summer as well. I reckon Man United will offload Donny van der Beek and Martial permanently this summer at the moment. Van der Beek's out on loan with Everton and Martial's out on loan with Sevilla. I'm expected to offload Jesse Lingard in the summer as well. Juan Mata will leave in the summer. Edinson Cavani will leave in the summer as well. So there you go. So anyway guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.